friends, and welcome to the den for the weekend shave video, and at least from my perspective, a much anticipated razor review. So I know this razor has been in the game for quite a while. Tons of guys have them, tons of guys love them. I've been wanting one probably for about a year now, and was finally able to purchase one. So that is the Karve razor. Now I will show that off in a second. We're just going to get right into it. As usual, start by lathering up, and then we'll talk about the razor and go into the shave. So the soap for this review video on the razor is going to be Collins Trade and Supply. JB over at Distorted Edge just did a great review on this, a great video. Go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And this is just a wonderful bay rum scent. Quickly wet the face. And I was thinking about using this anyway, and then I saw his video and it just solidified my decision. Absolutely gorgeous scent. Here, see you guys get a sniff out of that. Smell that? Yeah, it smells wonderful. It's patchouli, cedarwood, clove, and lime. So just a nice bay rum with a little fresh, bright pop of that lime and the citrus. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Hopefully everybody's having a great weekend. Mine's pretty good so far. It's nice to be back in front of the camera, sharing a shave with you fine people. I was going to do this review on Wednesday, for those of you that follow me on social media and Instagram, but I woke up on Wednesday and I could not move my head. I got some kind of a weird neck muscle spasm thing going on, and it was just horrible. So I've been on painkillers for a couple days and some muscle relaxers, and they've done their job. So I can actually look in the mirror now to shave, because for a couple days there I couldn't even raise my head, and that's not very good at all. But now we're ready to rock and roll. And the brush that's going to be applying the lather today is going to be my Coyote Cuts Psychedelic Funk 24mm tuxedo knot. So this is basically an all Canadian shave. I'm going to represent those Canadian artisans, and we will get right into the lathering. And this is an easy lathering soap, so this won't take too long. So a little bit of details on the Karve Christopher Bradley. So maybe some of you are wondering where the name came from. I did a bit of research and I found a good article from Mantic 59. And the way the name came about for this razor was Chris Kirchen was looking at getting into wet shaving, and a buddy of his pushed him into it. And his friend's name is Brad Melling. So when Chris decided to start making razors for himself and for other people, he came up with the name Christopher Bradley for Chris and Brad, which I think is pretty cool. For any of you who are wondering about the lineage of the name. So it is an all brass construction. I know he's coming out with a stainless and an aluminum. I wanted to go with the brass because I love the look of brass. And I love the weight of brass. And I kind of wanted to get in on the brass train before he switched, just in case he wouldn't be offering the brass anymore. I was really a big fan of how it looks. So it's all natural, bead blasted. There's no finishing on it, like no clear coat or anything, so it will patina over time and darken up naturally, which is fine with me. I might do a little bit to keep some of the patina at bay, but I'm also probably going to let some of it naturally change. And I went with the 3.5-inch version due to these big old Sasquatch hands. I figured that would fit perfectly in my hand, and lo and behold, it does. And with the 3.5-inch handle, as you can see, the soap is lathered up already. With a 3.5-inch handle, That razor weighs in at 110 grams. So it's a very nice solid razor. It feels very nice in the hands. I'm going to get these fingers dried off and we're going to take a little in-depth look at the razor. Alright, so the fingers are dried. And here we are, the Karve Christopher Bradley. So what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful razor. So you can get that knurling that is based on a guilloche pattern, I guess is how you pronounce it, used in fine watchmaking. And get a look at the blade exposure, which is perfect and even. As you can see, I went with the open comb because I do not have a dedicated open comb razor, and I really wanted to get an open comb version of this. And this is plate number B. And I have a feather blade loaded here in its first use. And I'm going to explain the reasoning why as we get into the shave. So we're going to put this to the face and we're going to take it for a run. I have 4 days of growth. And we're going to see how well the B plate works in 4 days worth of growth. And we are going to explain why I went with the B plate. So here we go. Oh, very nice. That is very smooth. Very easy to find the angle intuitively. And that just took down 4 days worth of growth right there, right off the bat. So this razor is basically a semi-adjustable where you can pick your plates. And I would also put it in a custom category. Even though it's off the shelf, you can customize this to how you want it to perform. So I would almost call it like an off-the-shelf custom razor. And I went with the B plate because I research the absolute heck out of everything if I'm going to buy something. And that's providing a very nice shave. Very nice. That is taking the whiskers down very efficiently. I researched everything quite intensely. And I know what I want in a razor, and I know it really works well for me, as all of us do. And I like the thought of this because I was able to do a lot of research and then find what was going to be basically a tailor-made razor for my face and my growth. So one of my all-time favorite shaves is a Gillette Fat Boy on setting number 4. And to be honest with you, my Fat Boy is pretty much jammed on setting number 4 because I never change it. I change it a couple times, but for the most part, setting number 4 is where it stays. And I always use a feather in a Fat Boy because I always get a really good shave on that particular setting with a feather razor or a feather blade. So I did a bit of research and I found a great online chart for another razor manufacturer. And we'll go across the grain now. I found a chart for another razor manufacturer that has interchangeable plates. And they do a comparison with a bunch of different razors. So you can basically pick your plate based on razors that you would know and be used to using. So I got looking into it and found that one of their plates with a blade gap of 0.74 millimeters was the same as a Gillette adjustable on setting number 4. And I don't know if that was a slim or a Fat Boy, but I'm going to assume that all the Gillette adjustables through their 1 to 9 setting are all similar. So when I seen that, I got excited when I seen that chart. So what I did then was I went back to the Karve website and I opened up 2 tabs, and then I was able to look at the Karve plates and their blade gaps, and then this other comparison chart, and I was able to fine tune the B plate to what I wanted, which the B plate comes in at 0.73 millimeters. So it's 0.01 of a millimeter off from a Gillette adjustable in setting 4, which for me is always a perfect shave. So basically I could custom order this razor, custom order with the plate that I know is going to work the best for my skin. And I use Voshkods in the Fat Boy too. I get great shaves with those as well. So going into this shave, I pretty much knew what this razor was going to feel like on the face. As far as blade exposure, blade feel, yada yada yada, and I wasn't wrong. This feels incredible, and I would dare say it even feels smoother on the face with the feather than the Fat Boy, providing a magnificent shave. And I found no problems to find the angle. It's a wonderfully heavy razor. Just let the weight of the razor do the work. Let it glide through those hairs. I love the feeling of the open comb. Helps for some buffing. And basically, this has proven to be the razor that I knew it was going to be. When I was looking at ordering it. And to me, I think that is great. Being able to really custom dial in what you want, and then having it show up and having a perfect shaving experience, to me that's worth a lot in my books. I'm just going to lather up a little bit more of this beautiful soap, and we're just going to do a little cleanup on the neck, because I am so enjoying the shave. I really don't want to put this razor down. It's one of those shaves. But no, performance is everything I wanted it to be. So I'm going straight across the grain here with a feather. Now if I'm going to get cut or get weepers, this is where I'm going to get them. Or where I'm going to feel any harshness on the blade, and I don't feel any harshness here at all. That is beautiful. All right, we'll do a quick rinse off and go into the post and go into the final thoughts. All right, going to use the matching splash from Collins Trade and Supply. This is a alcohol-based splash, but it applies thick like a bomb. Very, very nice stuff. And I'm not anticipating any burn whatsoever, based on the way my face feels right now. I think that was a perfect shave. And right down here on the neck. If I'm going to get irritation, it's going to be on the neck from that across the grain, because I don't go straight across the grain an awful lot. I'll do a hybrid and leave it at that, and that's perfect. No burn whatsoever. No burn at all. Perfect shave. All right, rinse the hands off. All right, so to recap, and this wonderful shave, we had Collins Trade and Supply Red Jack and the matching splash, as you just see me put on the face. A wonderful bay rum scent with a nice hint of lime. We have the Coyote Cuts Latherizer. As you can see, there's still a ton of lather left in that brush. There's enough to shave 3 or 4 more people there. And then really the star of the show, the Karve Christopher Bradley with a feather blade first use. Yeah, truly an amazing razor. Everybody that's used one pretty much seems to have the same consensus, and I'm very pleased to have this in the den. Like I said, this has been a razor I've been dreaming of for a long time. I'm really glad to have it, and I'm really glad to know that it performs exactly like I thought it would. Pure perfection. So that's the shave for today, guys. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this short review. Keep an eye out. There will definitely be more shaves on the channel using this. I'll cycle different blades through it. I'm probably not going to buy another plate because, like I said, for me, plate B was kind of the one that I knew was going to work the best. And so now I'll cycle through it and try different blades and try different days of growth. But that took down 4 days of growth like it wasn't even there, and that's a B plate. So there you go. So thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. If you are liking the content on this channel, you're not a subscriber already, please consider hitting that button and ringing the bell and helping the channel grow. That's it. Until next time, where I'll have a brand new cream for review, probably on Wednesday I'm looking at. That's it for now. So as always, friends, have a great day and an even better shave, and we'll catch you in the next one.